One thing I want to do as an indie game developer is to get better at drawing because it's going to come in handy when you're doing things like conceptualizing the art of your game, doing environmental art, or animation. For example, if you're making a game that's like completely hand animated, kind of like Cuphead, you're going to need to know how to draw for that. You need to know basic human anatomy, how to draw certain animation effects, shading, things like that. And anyone who's seen my recent art and animation related videos knows that I'm not exactly the best at drawing. So I'll be doing some exercises from this book, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, a course in enhancing creativity and artistic confidence. And there are two exercises that I've been doing to help me get better at drawing. One is called contour drawing. This is when you look at an object, and then you take your pen and paper, and you don't look at the paper, but you look at the object, and then you try to trace the object with your pencil on the paper. Like, it's supposed to like help you enhance your attention to the edges, like help you pay attention to the edges as you're drawing. For example, uh, there's this like clock that I was like trying to draw here, and obviously because I wasn't entirely looking at it, it kind of looks like this loop-de-loop thing. And then there's another exercise is that's like, it's called, I think it's called negative spacing. This is supposed to help you enhance your perception of proportions on object. And the way you do this is, instead of just like trying to draw it normally, like outlining it, you actually like take your pencil and try to like sort of scribble in the shadows, kind of. And that's another thing I've been doing. For example, here's a contour drawing of this lamp that I did behind a basket, and then here's a shadow drawing that I did of that same lamp. Obviously, see, it's not perfect. The basket was way bigger in real life than this little picture here. You kind of see how, in like kind of like shading it in, you actually pay a little more attention to the detail of like the edges and the proportion of the objects. Like, for example, the lamp that I was drawing had a lot of these like round ridges and things like that. Uh, Same thing with like the clock here too, and this water bottle I have. And here's some more contour and negative space drawings that I've been doing. I don't know if that's the proper term for it, but that's what I'm calling it. And it actually kind of helps with human anatomy too. For example, I went online and I first started drawing this SWAT team officer mainly just by not even like drawing lines, just like sort of like shadowing the outline. And then I kind of like tried tracing it by just drawing it quote unquote normally, and it actually didn't turn out too bad. I first tried tracing some like video game characters I found online normally, like this Sephiroth or this Dante. Obviously, it did not turn out well at all. Same with this female character here. But then I went back to the Human Anatomy Drawing Reference website, and this time, instead of just shading it, although I did do a bit of that, I did a bit of like uh, shading combined with like quote unquote normal drawing, like just like normally tracing it, depending on where I am. Like, for example, I used the shading around the helmet to help me get the shape a little bit more accurate. And then for like, sleeves and stuff, I was pretty confident I could do it without needing to do those exercises. So I just drew like that line normally. And kind of the same here, a combination of just regular drawing and shading in certain areas. The hair didn't turn out so perfect, but the rest of the drawing doesn't seem pretty too bad. So I think doing those little exercises, especially that shading exercise, that really helps me with my proportions and drawing human anatomy. And that's basically the progress I made so far. If you enjoyed these little videos, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next level. Oh, and if you have any advice to give or know any like famous some art courses or some YouTubers I should look up, don't hesitate to leave those in the comments. Okay, see ya.